I'm comparing the two top sellers for over-the-counter hearing aids on Amazon today, the Audien Atom Pro 2 and the ELEHEAR Beyonds. If you or someone you love has hearing loss, this is important information you won't want to miss. Let's dive in. Since the U.S. Food and Drug Administration implemented a new ruling for over-the-counter hearing aids in 2022, it's been a game changer for those of us with hearing loss. As an 11-year hearing aid user myself, it came in just in time for me. I'm retired and I couldn't justify paying thousands of dollars again for hearing aids. Since this channel focuses on the technology needs of seniors and other people, I always have closed captioning enabled. If you need captions, simply click the CC button on your screen. Depending on what kind of device you're using, it'll be either at the top or the bottom. You may have to pause the video and look for it briefly. Price. The most obvious thing to look at is the price. The Audiens sell for $269 compared to $399 for the ELEHEAR Beyonds. I know it's tempting just to go for the least expensive option, but let's make sure it's a better deal. Typically, the first thing you start with when setting up a pair of hearing aids is the hearing test. But the Beyonds have a hearing test option in the app and online. So how can you customize the Audiens to match your hearing needs? Well, the Audiens have 4 volume levels and no way to adjust for specific frequencies. It's controlled by a single button on the devices. They don't have an app, so there's no way to customize them. You click through the 4 options. Long presses let you select the scenes, but I couldn't tell any difference between the 4 scenes. In contrast, the ELEHEAR Beyonds have a comprehensive app with full controls to customize your hearing experience, along with options to emphasize speech in different environments and reduce other noises. I found that extremely helpful compared to past hearing aids that I've had. This made it much easier to hear the speaker when you're talking to someone in a loud restaurant or talking to the server. Buttons on the ELEHEAR Beyonds also let you quickly adjust the volume without opening the app. The Audien Atom Pro 2s don't support Bluetooth at all. In contrast, the ELEHEAR Beyonds support Bluetooth for telephone calls, listening to music, and more. People I've talked to on the phone using the Beyonds as microphone and speakers, even when I had my phone some distance away from me, told me that the sound quality is very good. I posted a video a while ago about an app on my iPhone that gave me closed captioning on the phone for my calls. Frankly, I haven't needed that with the Beyonds because the voices of the other parties are much clearer. Sound quality, those unwanted noises. With the Audien Atom Pro 2s, let's just say at any volume, there was a loud, piercing squeal that would show up. The squeal seemed to have only 2 volume settings: scream and scream louder. Plus, whenever I brought the phone near my ear, it triggered this weird rhythmic pulsing sound. Frankly, I believe that the squealing sound could actually cause hearing damage, not something you want from your hearing aids. The ELEHEAR Beyonds gave me a much better sound quality, much quieter in terms of feedback, and no squealing at all. In fact, I haven't experienced that with the Beyonds. Fit and visibility. Audien advertises how tiny their Atom Pro 2 is, and yes, it's small, but it's still, in my opinion, more noticeable than a behind-the-ear design like the Beyonds, because the Atom sits in the canal without a hook or anything to stabilize it like you can find with the AirPods. When you stick them in your ear, you still got this whole thing. Wow, that's screeching and squealing. Sorry. So even with it in there, you've got the whole thing in your ear canal, and it's quite visible. I found that very prone, because it doesn't have anything really holding it in, to falling out, especially if I was talking, laughing, or just living my life. With the ELEHEAR Beyonds, they sit behind your ear with a thin wire going into the canal. They actually are very discreet and much less visible than having something stuck in your ear canal. They also stay in. Adjustment period. Audien's manual states that you need to get used to them by wearing them in very short increments at first. That implies you're going to hate them at first. My words, not theirs. It's like they're telling you, don't worry, you'll only feel miserable for a little while. With the ELEHEAR, I've never needed that kind of break-in period. In fact, I've never needed that with any other pair of hearing aids. Sure, you may want a few hours to figure out the best dome size, but you don't have to build up your tolerance like it's a new workout routine at the gym. It just works. My first day with the ELEHEAR Beyonds, I wore them for the full day. Don't just take my word for it. Go take a peek at the Audien Amazon reviews. You'll see a bunch of 1 and 2 star reviews. In fact, it's like 17% of the reviews are 1 star, where people talk about the same squealing that I experienced. In fact, if you search YouTube, you'll see a lot of real positive views, but looking closely, you'll see they all came from Audien themselves. Many of them seem to be models that probably never wore a hearing aid. And they post a lot of videos themselves, so it might feel like you've stumbled onto their marketing channel. You have, actually. By contrast, if you look at the real-life user feedback on the ELEHEAR Beyonds, the overall sentiment is much more positive, and my own experience lines up with that. In addition to these differences, the ELEHEAR Beyonds have 2 additional features. They have tinnitus masking, which allows a number of smooth sounds to give you release from the constant tinnitus sounds. For any of you that have experienced tinnitus, like I have, know how valuable that can be. They also have a feature I haven't seen anywhere else: automatic language translation. That's right, if you're traveling and trying to talk to someone in any of the 10 most common languages, French, Spanish, German, Chinese, you can speak the word that you're trying to express, and on your app, it will show them what you're saying in their language. And when they respond in their language, not only does it translate that in the app, but you even hear it, a voice saying what they were saying. It's really an amazing technology. So where does this leave us? Audien Atom Pro 2's simple, no-frills amplifier. If you have the patience for a big adjustment phase, don't mind squealing now and then, and don't care about streaming with Bluetooth, then I guess that's an option. With the ELEHEAR Beyonds, it's a true over-the-counter hearing aid with an actual hearing test, an app, Bluetooth streaming, and crystal clear sound without the squealing. Plus, they stay in your ear and are arguably less noticeable despite being behind the ear. For me, the ELEHEAR Beyonds come out on top by a country mile. If you need hearing help, want to customize your experience, and prefer to avoid the constant ear-piercing feedback, I think these are worth the extra money. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and don't forget to check our newsletter at awcrap.tech. If you decide to give the Beyonds a try, there's an affiliate link below. Using the affiliate link helps to support this channel with no extra cost to you. Take care of your ears, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.